Hello, everybody. Today I want to talk about the importance of getting people back into your store to create loyalty. There's a lot of science that goes on how often people visit your store and how loyal they're likely to become a long-term customer. My name is Chris, and I'm a seventh generation retailer with nearly $400 million in fresh food sales. So, yeah. One of the things that I see that's missed by especially small merchants is the idea of repeatability in people. There is behavior that studies have shown that let you know when you might have a loyal, strong customer. If you can get, let's say that someone comes in and they're a new customer and they've learned about your business and they have a good experience, the chances of them becoming a good customer over time is if they come back again or have some contact with your company, not just like an email from you, but maybe they call you or they come back into your store if you have a physical location. But if they do that within 21 days, they are likely to become a long-term customer and come in again. If you can't get someone to come back into your business after 21 days, their attention span drops. The ability for you to get back the good experience that they had with you goes down a lot. Now, there's an even better part to this. If you can get them to come back in 7 to 10 days, that's even better. They are very highly likely to come back and be a long-term customer and come again, again, and again because they made their first visit and they're back within 7 to 10 days. Number one, that means that you have a product that people need more than like a car dealership. Like it's very hard to have a customer come in even 21 days. They may not come back for years if they come back at all. Whereas if you have a business where someone's coming back in 3 weeks, you've got a pretty good business and you can build a lot of lifetime customer value. That's what we really want to build. It's my number one metric when I'm looking at like a change or what needs to be fixed in a business. It's how do you create lifetime customer value? Like the most money you're going to get from this person until either they move or the day they die. That's literally what you're trying to figure out. And so you get them back in 3 weeks, you got a decent shot of having a good customer. You get them to come back in 7 to 10 days, you have a really awesome customer on your hands. And you need to be doing everything you can to figure out how to cater to that type of customer because they're basically telling you people like me want to spend money with you. And so all of your business decisions have to be made around that. The identity of those types of people. So you need to be absorbing everything you can about those people that are coming in that often. And so we do that in our retail stores. Our stores for our farm to you is specifically designed to target a very, very narrow group of customers. We know and we understand and purposefully ignore 85 to maybe even 95% of the market because that's not our core customer. Those aren't the people that are going to spend tens of thousands of dollars. Our lifetime customer value is about $25,000 to $30,000. So each time we get a loyal customer, we expect them to be worth that much. And so we target and build all of our systems are designed around that particular type of person. And it also means you catch a lot of shit from the 85%. All of your one-star reviews, and yes, we have lots of them, are because you don't do the thing that those 85% want. But it doesn't matter. Those people aren't our customers. It's also why when we designed FencyPay that worked in our stores and are now launching to use with other merchants, we are pinging customers within 3 or 4 days after their sales. And customers that don't have recent sales, we're pinging them once a week. We're not letting them get away without hearing something from us in 7 days or less because our goal is to try to get them to come back into a local merchant in that short amount of time. And the benefit of FencyPay is that once we bring all these merchants together and the rewards are in this 5 mile radius around somewhere where the customer earns them, you can have a good experience at one merchant. And if they're a FencyPay merchant and then that customer goes to another FencyPay merchant and they're either earning or redeeming rewards, that feel good spreads between those merchants. So we're creating a psychological connection with a person who wants to spend money at local businesses, and we're specifically targeting them to come back and do it again, either at the merchant they were already at or another one that's in that neighborhood. And that's how we can make a whole bunch of merchants be a group of merchants making customers happy and spending money locally, as opposed to a single merchant having to do that on their own, because that's really hard to do, especially if you run a business that people don't come every 7 to 10 days or even 21. Like haircuts. There are some people don't get haircuts every week. Some do. Some go to a salon every week, but a lot of people do not. A lot of people do once a month or two. And so even if you don't have a business that is conducive to customers coming in days or weeks apart from each other, you can get the benefit of creating that feeling in your customers just by being on the FencyPay network, because that's the way we designed it, so that because the customers will associate you with those other places because they shop at both, but they don't necessarily have to come to yours all the time. And obviously we know that they've been to you before, so we can push you and we can start to see patterns in what they do. So when you are looking at your business and how you run and how you operate and how you streamline checkouts or do your marketing or advertising or your customer interactions in your store or outside the store or in public, or the words you choose to use when you make social media posts, you want to be just really designing your entire business's life around those core people that fit in that narrow definition, because that's where all your easy money is. Because it's really easy to get money from existing customers. It's really hard to get new customers. And so when you think of how do I get a customer to come back in my store or use my business once every 7 to 10 days, or if your business doesn't fit that, at least once every 3 weeks, then you are right at the doorstep of building something truly incredible and building a customer base that will just love you to death. We've seen it, we do it ourselves, so we know it works. And so I really hope that helps some people understand like how to make decisions about who your customers are and who you're going after, because in my mind, that's what I call the low-hanging fruit for those out there with existing businesses. Thanks again. My name is Chris, and stay tuned. I will have a bunch more of these that I'm starting to put together, ways that you can help build repeat business and go for margin for each person, as opposed to trying to get 1,000 mediocre customers. You can get 100 or even 50 really, really, really awesome customers. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.